For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
With Scream.
Our viewers may be doing a lot of the screaming.
Oh.
Because I'm going to try to do something a little more technological than I normally do. And because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Just toy with it.
I will try. And it's like, so you all can sit there and go, ha, she doesn't know what she's doing. And it was just, like I said, trying to find some of these things and then trying to use the technology, because when you don't know what you're doing, there's a lot of bumbling. Let's see if we can do this. Okay.
Ooh.
Since we have I've tried to do edit, and this is going to seem cracked out. Is exactly what this is. It's going to be like crackhead video.
It's going to be crackhead energy. That's what it's.
Because Elon Musk has released some new, his new line of Optimus robots, and they're incredible.
Yeah.
And so it was a matter of getting the videos to where we could put them, to where we could interact with them, and we'll see on this one. And they've got robot bartender here.
Bring in the robots. Robo-tender.
Peace, everybody. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I love the change.
And that's, as far as the interaction, the voice has made all the difference.
Well, yeah. Like, have you really, like, it's on the videos that we watch sometimes. It's those AI generated, a lot of those prayer videos. They got AI. That's AI generated very much.
You know, and it's just like that technology.
And you got to be careful which ones that you click, because sometimes they be saying stuff that you think that it's going to be a Christian thing, but then they go on to something else, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, some kind of a rant. Let's see if I can get this other one going here.
Key to wide adoption. Musk saying last night that he believes the cost will be as low as $20,000 to $30,000, and that is lower than the price most experts
cheap.
have forecast. This is a product that Musk has consistently touted as bigger than transport for Tesla. He has said that humanoid robots alone could boost Tesla's market cap to $25 trillion. The event last night marked the first public reveal for the latest version of the Optimus robot, but Musk has previously said that a handful of these humanoids have already been deployed at Tesla's Fremont factory. Here in Los Angeles, we saw those robots walking on the Warner Brothers lot. The first time we've seen these humanoids outside of company walls. Musk saying that he believes every person on the planet will come to own these robots in the future, though he didn't give a specific timeline.
I wouldn't mind having one.
$20,000 to $30,000, and I wasn't able to download the other one because I couldn't figure out what I was doing on the other one.
Yeah, it's all right.
But it was. There were some other ones where these things were interacting with individuals.
Like full on having conversations.
Yeah, and how these things have been humanized.
Yeah, that's freaky. But then again, it's, sort of been foreshadowed for a long time.
Yeah. To where it didn't have, even though it's still very much robot looking, it was somehow the fact that the voice was so good. It took away a lot of the uncanny valley.
It did, but it also didn't have a human face, so that helped it a lot.
Well, I mean, but it was very easy to engage with these things.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to engage with something that sounds human, but doesn't look, it's still clearly very much not human.
Right.
Versus something like Sophia, like that humanoid robot.
Right. The android type things. And that was something I didn't bring up and you can do a Google search because I didn't.
Had a realistic face.
Yeah. one of the things that China is, I read a story the other day, and I don't know that I can find the link, but like I said, you can do a search on it, and I'm sure you can. Their thing as far as they're trying to push out to the public sex bots.
I haven't seen anything about that.
I did, and it's just because I read news basically all day. You know, that's what I do at this point. But it's like, okay, we've already got a severe population decline globally. Regardless of what these other globalist assholes that hate humans, they want it to be none.
Yeah.
But I have seen the statistics that say the contrary, because we have had, problems. There's severe problems. Mm-hmm. And to introduce a sex bot that somebody, because some people have given up on trying to have relationships, and I understand why.
Yeah. Like they fully have just given up.
Some
It's
of
crazy.
the females that's out there today, oh God. Same thing with some of the males that's out there today. Oh God, don't microwave in plastic ever. Ever.
Listen.
As far as these, the plastics and stuff like that, and the xenoestrogens, because I had tried to look up xenoesters earlier today, and it's like, there's nothing that... Look, this is old school. These are hormone disruptors. Alex Jones has been talking about this for years.
Yes.
This shit is real. This stuff has been in water sources every time that you... And this is not just for males. I mean, that's the reason you've got this feminization of a lot of men. Mm-hmm. Because it's flat out fact. Look at them. Just look at people. With women, if you've got too much estrogen, it can cause cancers.
Yeah. Which, that ain't good.
No. A lot of the ultra-processed foods, a lot of that stuff that's in there can be hormone disruptors, different things like that, which is leading to low fertility rates. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, why is this going on? Well, hell, and I'm not saying Elon's doing this, because I think he got like 17 children or whatever. I mean, I don't know how many he's got. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's
also got people to look after them.
Birth more smart people.
You
We
know,
have
why
our
is
quota of dumb people.
Why is it that the dumb people breed, but the smart people don't?
Well, that's because they have been incentivized. Now, that's truth. That is truth. People have been talking about that, because I will say the quiet part out loud, because I don't have any better sense than to not.
Yeah.
But when you've got, and Coof did a world of harm on so many levels that it would take generations to figure out.
Literally, that was not something just small thing. That was worldwide. That was massive. People got trauma from that.
Trauma. It was social engineering. It was indoctrination. It was brainwashing. There's all kinds of things that came from this.
Yeah.
So when you've got people that believe that other humans are diseased, what are you going to do? Get yourself a robot. They're hypoallergenic.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
It is not the same at all. At all. And then we've got, as far as the robot workforce, and it's coming. It is coming.
Yeah, that's some shit.
But you've got to wonder, is there an upside to some of these things? And if you have robots as caregivers in a nursing home, is that better than some of these people being abused?
I think that would be better than people being abused.
I think so too.
So, and if you dress them right, you can't tell that they're a robot. You
Well,
might
with
not be able
the Optimus, and I'm sure that he will do something. Because I don't know. I think that the Optimus with the vocal whatever, that can bridge a gap, be that good or bad.
Yeah.
I would rather have that than one of the uncanny valley plastic rubber mask Mark Zuckerberg things.
Yeah.
They've rolled out Zuckerberg 2.0 and they're trying to, with the curly hair and everything like that lately. So
yeah, he got an upgrade.
Uh-huh.
He finally looks kind of human.
His human suit is much better than it was.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's like, damn, who thought that it was okay for him to look like that for all those years?
He looked like Data off of Star Trek. My God.
Yeah.
Now you know he can afford some vitamin D supplements. You know.
He got that good hair transplant now, though.
Is that what it is?
I think so. At least that's what it looks like.
And I think it's one of those because he understands in some respects he's in a world of shit.
Yeah.
And
so
that
he wants
has,
to be personable?
I think so. I think he's trying to be personable. Because as far as them knowing, I mean, it's proven that he lied to Congress. It's kind of perjury there.
Yeah, very much.
And as far as them finding out that selling people's information off of Facebook, this is not allegedly. These are actual charges that anybody can search.
Yeah. And recently the Google, and this is aside from Mark Zuckerberg, but not really because Facebook is usually right there.
Absolutely, right in there. Mm-hmm.
So Google has been found as a monopoly. Mm-hmm. And is going to be forced to sort of break up a bit.
Maybe. Hopefully. And that includes YouTube, because they own YouTube.
Well, YouTube was its own company to begin with.
Mm-hmm. But they
it was better when it was its own.
It was. And it's like oldest kid. We were discussing that with him at supper tonight. We're recording this on October the 13th, 2024. And so it was a matter of family Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm. Sunday fun day.
Yeah. And it was a matter of him wondering what and if anything will be done with Google and some of these other things, even though they have been found and declared monopoly.
Yeah.
We don't know. And with all of the robots, because even as far as the lithium battery technology, and oldest kid was talking about how that they are looking into other battery sources. I don't know if it's going to be like a quartz related. From what I understand, I know that they're looking into computer as far as memory. Mm-hmm. As far as quartz, as in quartz crystal.
Yeah.
They've been working on that for a minute.
Because crystals hold energy. Mm-hmm. And so it's used to power stuff. I mean, there's crystals in our computers right now. Mm-hmm.
And it makes the crystal skulls. I have always wondered if those things were not a matter of storing history.
Yeah. Could easily.
It would make sense that if they were. Then
they can easily store data.
Mm-hmm. But if it were something, and I don't know that that's correct on the batteries, but he was trying to explain it, and to where the lithium mines would no longer be necessary. And
so basically just completely nullifying the need for lithium.
Yeah. Which would be great.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of problems with lithium. It's highly toxic.
Highly toxic.
You got to get rid of these things somewhere, somehow.
Some of the batteries can explode.
Oh my God! Once they catch fire, you can't put them out.
No. You just got to sit there and watch it.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
And we do know that Elon has had some issues with the Tesla products. And I don't know whether, I think sometimes it's like, is that really as widespread as people claim? Or is it just that everybody trying to shit on this man?
I don't know. I saw it, I think it also depends on how many videos you see on your For You page of this just coming up naturally.
Yeah, I don't.
I had just today I had 2 videos of or it was either today or yesterday. 2 videos of Tesla's malfunctioning. Mm-hmm. One, the brakes weren't working. Mm-hmm. So they were stuck at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, I saw one the other day where this kid, it was one of those self-driving things, and it started doing 100 and some miles per hour, and he was trapped. He had no control over the vehicle.
Yeah, that's a scary thing. This other woman, she was getting out to charge her car or whatever, and then her car locked from the outside, and it had her child in it.
Yeah. How horrifying is that?
She was panicking.
I do not trust any of that stuff. Oh, and they did pass a law recently as far as that if somebody is deemed to be driving erratically or whatever it is, that, I don't know if it's a satellite or whatever it is, but the person no longer has control over their car and it can be turned off. People had been saying that was going to happen. Okay, there was law passed that it will happen. I will try to find the link on that.
Where the cars will be turned off and won't work? Yeah.
And they said it was to prevent drunk driving. Yeah, I believe that.
There's going to be an issue with that. You know that movie that Obama released or whatever, like Leave the World Behind? Yeah, he had a scene where like all the Teslas
stopped.
Yeah. Well, no, not stopped, but they were malfunctioning, and so they were all driving themselves. Some of them had I'm assuming some of them did not have people in them, in them, and so but they just had a huge pile up.
Yeah. Humans make mistakes, but it's just one of those that it's like this dystopian robotic future. There's a lot of people that's been warning about that for a very long period of time.
Yeah, and you're right. Humans do make mistakes. Like that poor guy, he was an idiot anyway. He got his arm stuck in the Tesla steering wheel.
How the hell did he get his arm
like full
stuck
on all the way up to
wheel?
To his forearms?
And why?
He's stuck. He was a bigger guy. I'm guessing. There was no explanation how it happened. You just see him,
was the
arms stretched out, car in motion.
Oh God, it was running.
Yeah, and it was on the interstate.
Oh,
so,
dear God.
He's stuck. Can't get his arms out.
This is why I stay in the house. This is why I stay in the house, because I do not want to be part of somebody's internet, social media fuckery.
Listen, I get it. You got intrusive thoughts. You can't let those intrusive thoughts win, man. You gotta fight them. Sometimes they are not worth letting out.
Let me tell you something. If somebody's executive function, their frontal, maybe we need to have some kind of brain scan or something to determine whether somebody's frontal lobe is functional or not.
And then life.
Then if there is shrinkage, then sort of maybe not let them do everything. That's executive function.
Yeah.
That's the reason that there used to be ages before people could do certain things. Because, for them to mature enough to be able to handle the responsibility of certain things.
Yeah, but those ages to do certain things, those did not always exist. That's a recent thing.
That is absolutely true. And it's like, again, going back to the xenoestrogens and all these different things like that, you've got people, and possibly the internet, and God knows what else, that are arrested development. We don't know whether or not it is a matter of frontal lobe damage to where the executive function is, will it ever come back online or not?
I don't know. But people now, their brains are not wired the same.
No, they're not. Is it working better? I don't think so.
Nah, it's kind of chaotic.
Yeah. But as far as the robots doing, and we knew this also when they kept doing all this stuff about minimum wage in minimum wage. And it was going to happen eventually anyhow. I mean, this was like as far as
That was
Industrial Revolution, and then this is the newest whatever it is.
Well, the minimum wage was also because like they were not lowering the prices on anything.
That's not how any of the market works on any of this stuff. It's not, because it's a matter of cost of living. When the inflation basically comes from government.
Yeah.
You can go online and find this information.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, that's like right now. People are really struggling.
Sure.
Because, minimum wage has gone up. Prices have gone up to the point that it doesn't matter. That minimum wage, doesn't matter.
Because the prices are going to go up as the minimum wage goes up, because that's how that works. Because if you've got to pay workers more, then you're going to have to raise the price of products.
Yes, but
to
right
offset
now,
that price.
The inflation is not balanced with the...
No. And people sending most of taxpayer monies outside of this nation, that's the number one problem. It truly is. Mm-hmm. But as far as some of these, and let's face it, this is the scary part. That you have people that have the skills to flip burgers, and there is nothing wrong with flipping a burger. But you've got some of these people that think that they need to make the same amount of money as somebody who is a neurosurgeon.
Well, flat out, that's not... Yeah, it's just going back to common sense. Okay, flipping burger doesn't take a rocket science to flip a burger.
Right.
It's a pretty basic job, not really that hard of labor either. Mm-hmm. You just stand there, or you're walking around the place or something else. You get paid less. You get paid less compared to someone that has a high
skill.
High level skill.
You have to have higher skills, higher intelligence, different things like that. Because that's life. Mm-hmm. But some of these fast food companies and stuff like that, are they going to go to the robots? Oh, hell yeah.
I can see that easily.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having one of those robots. One of those Tesla bots. If it would honestly help me, if it would help like the both of us keeping the house clean, that'd be awesome.
But you're going to realize that...
And keeping the cats.
This is one of the things with more inventions, and people have seen this also. Wiser and weaker, and I think a lot of times it's dumber and weaker on this, even as far as people not wanting to take the time to sit and write a proper email or tweet or whatever, that they want to let an AI program do it for them. Guess what? That is going to make their brain more lazy.
Literally.
If you don't get out and walk and do different things, physical activity and stuff, your body gets lazy. It gets weak.
Yeah. That at the end, you don't want to live that way.
Right. And what are people going to do? More time to do what? Sit on their ass and play video games? There's nothing wrong with playing video games. But if that's all you're doing day in and day out, is that living? Is that a sense of accomplishment? Is it true accomplishment? Is that what you want to be? At the end of your life, do you want to lay there and go, I wish that I had played 15 more minutes of Final Fantasy? Or are you going to sit there and go, oh my God, there was 50 years, 70 years, whatever it was, and I did nothing. I did nothing. I pretended to live online. That's scary.
That is scary. That is very much. That's literally like some of these games like World of Warcraft, League of Legends. That sucks people in. And God.
Yeah, I've seen videos of people that had their small children propped on their lap and were still gaming.
Uh-huh.
How many times in the stores have we seen people with small children wanting attention, needing attention, and people are too busy on their damn phone?
I don't see it usually well, sometimes I do see it like that. But most of the time I see them hand the child a phone or an iPad.
That's scary. Mm-hmm. That's scary.
Yeah. It's like, seriously, that's a thing. That's a term now, iPad child. iPad baby.
Mm-hmm. And then they wonder why there is arrested development. Why there is this disconnection between humans.
It just does not make a lick of sense.
It's totally against how our species is designed.
Yeah.
We are to interact with one another. We are to learn interpersonal relationship skills, such as problem-solving skills. If somebody has, learn how to communicate better, learn how to resolve conflict, learn how to work as a team. And it's like when you've got more robots, these skills will no longer be taught because it's believed they'll no longer be needed. Now, we already have an epidemic of narcissism. Mm-hmm. I mean, it truly is epidemic. This look at me, look at me, look at me, me. And so what's going to happen then after that?
Sometimes they go crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. A robot does not take the place of a human being ever. Mm-mm. It does not, as far as it's still metal and plastic or whatever. It has no soul.
Yeah. Has no soul. It has no feelings whatsoever.
Right.
No thoughts.
It's an illusion. It's a lie.
No thoughts truly of its own.
Right. It's an illusion. A tangible illusion, but still an illusion.
Yeah.
It's scary.
That's fucked.
I mean, I think it would be cool to go to someplace and see the robot, or like I said, I can see them being useful to some of these people that, are no longer able to live by themselves. But that's still remarkably sad. Mm-hmm. I read a horrific story this weekend about an 81-year-old woman that had jumped to her demise. 81. Yeah.
That's horrible, but why did that happen?
Well, as a lot of people, because we are wanting to, out of sight, out of mind. When you've got the media in every form talking about, oh, you got to be young, you got to be beautiful to be part of the whatever. When you've got people like Madonna that and stuff like that, oh, if you're not 60 or 70 years old and still looking like you're 20 and still being able to do sex bot and all this bunch of stuff, it's like, honey, at your age, embrace that part of life.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen Pamela Anderson lately?
She looked great. She was 57 years old. She's just a pretty lady.
Yeah.
In fact, she looked prettier than she's ever looked.
She's embracing the aging.
Yes. We need more people like her. Mm-hmm. To sit there and go, you don't always have to. Why is everything fixated on sex? That's been going on for a while. Yeah.
Sells.
And fear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And again, how many people live a lie daily? Yeah.
There's many. I think the majority of people sort of live their lives.
Sure. But I mean, even as far as with, and I have some people online, that is the majority of my social interaction right now, just because of how things are. And I love these people dearly. But these are also people that occasionally, that they call. Mm-hmm. You know, or I can text and different things like that, or email. Well, I haven't, the emails, oh God, the emails. And it's like, so it's not, it's just the fact that the distance for us to physically be able to sit and have a cup of coffee personally is not possible right now. That we can each talk on the phone or whatever it is, and each with our cup of coffee. If we wanted to, we could do the FaceTime or anything. Some of us that are older, we don't have to have that.
Y'all are on Android. You can't do that.
Yeah.
FaceTime ain't available on Android.
Whatever it is. Video calls. I will hurt you. I will come over there. Yeah. I will flip a flip-flop at you in your general direction.
Not the chancla.
Right
Not the
upside the
chancla.
head. If y'all hear a sudden whap, you'll know what happened. And then that's it. That is a necessary, needed thing from time to time. But as far as
I'm hit.
The true robot to replace human interaction, I think that's terrifying. I think it's terrifying.
See, I can honestly see it like being used as a tool more than human interaction.
I hope so.
Just like, oh, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I can't clean at the moment. Let him do. He can do the dishes for now.
Yeah, I get that.
He can fold while I put stuff in the washer and dryer.
Yeah. But I keep thinking also of that little video short that we had watched. I think it was one of the ones that was on Dust, about where the grandmama had shown, and the one robot that she had shown it how to make the pasta and everything from scratch, and the sauce and everything like that. And so it was in the robot's memory, because her children and grandchild didn't care to learn it, and that the grandchild, without the grandmother's permission, had upgraded the robot, which meant that it wiped its memory, but it could now dance. It's heartbreaking. God, it was heartbreaking. Yeah. So, final thoughts.
I'm good.
Prayers.
Yeah.
We are, like I said, I don't even, tales of the supernatural, all you do is just say what's going on in your life right now because you're part of it. Everybody here is part of this story. We bought a ticket to ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you want to tell them where that we can be found?
To find us on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, at Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Check her out on X, at Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with, at Werlanda, COCWS.
Yeah.
It's Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. It's abbreviated.
I did post, I was able to repost the videos with the robots there over on X. So they're there under the profile if you want to go. These are the ones that Kit had found, and it gives credit to the TikTok people also.
Yeah.
We're not trying to steal anybody's thunder in any way, but it's just been really hard to try to find some of these snippets and stuff. Mm-hmm. But
TikTok is where to find,
Yeah, I don't, but I was able to search and then come up with the videos and share them on over to X.
Some of the stuff I try to look up on X, I can't find on there.
It's hard. Unless you're looking up a person, it's easier to find a person than it is to find a subject.
Yeah, but if I don't know who posted it, that kind of leaves me sort of stuck.
Yeah, I get it. I do. There's still a lot of bugs to work out within that.
Yeah.
So,
Elon, work on your Twitter AI.
He is all over the place. He is. And it's just like he had that rocket that was able to it landed back in the rocket launcher thingy which was brilliant.
It did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. Where's he
did.
going in that thing?
Well, his ultimate goal is to colonize Mars.
Okay.
And the government is trying to stop him from doing anything. They don't want anybody to do nothing. They want to squelch any kind of innovation, invention, business, anything.
Anything to help humanity. They want to squelch.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Because these are not... A lot of these people, honest to God, I don't know that they're human. We laugh about the lizard people, but that very well could be.
It's not a joke at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it is a joke. Whatever these things are, they hate humans.
Yeah. They hate us.
Yeah. So, but know that you are loved. You were created by a creator that loves you and would like you to love him back and get to know him. It's not that hard. Once you get to know him, he's very easy to love. And just love each other. Pray for each other. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.